One, two, three.
They took a chance on me and I took a chance on them.
Okay. That's cool, man.
Very grateful to them for the opportunity.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I'm glad to see that they're going that way, or trying to go that way. We'll see how
Right.
that works out. I mean, they're the biggest independent label there is, in my opinion.
Right. Right.
I guess you would call them independent. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
So I know what you mean. I know
it's an independent world, though. To be honest with you,
absolutely.
And
they're doing things a different way. A more modern way, which is definitely a good thing.
But the thing with them is everybody puts out an album with them.
Right.
That's the only thing I see a little different is, to me nowadays, the saving money is singles are the way of the future, and they have been for a while, especially for pop and R&B and all that.
It's funny because I had a correspondence with the label where I said, well, how about we release a single? And they had no interest. They're like, nope, it's albums or nothing. Hopefully, my hope is that, in the future they move into that, because that is the future. And with the attention spans of people today, being stuck to an iPad or a screen and having to be constantly entertained, it's perfect for that kind of fan, who their attention span is not that big. Some people can't absorb a 12-song album. It's just not within them.
Well, if you go and look on my Spotify, it's by albums. I'm still old school. I like albums. I like to listen to everything. I
feel you. Yeah, me too. Especially if I love the artist. If I don't,
exactly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
If you wrote 4 tracks in a row that I can't get through, I'm sorry.
But the single thing gets people. It keeps you from doing fillers. It makes you have to write a good song.
It's true. It's definitely true.
I mean,
like I said, it's my hope that they move. It's my hope that they move in that direction. Maybe they got to see enough interviews like this or whatever to kind of figure it out. Like, oh, well, maybe there is something to this singles thing.
Yeah.
But right now, it's all, like you said, it's all albums and 12-song minimum. It's got to be this long.
I remember when it was 9 songs. Well, I mean, back in the day when it was 8-track, it was 4 songs.
Right. Side A, side B, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And then an album was, God, you might be lucky to get 10 on them when it, back in the day.
Right.
And then 12 and then 15. I did a 15-song damn CD like a dumbass. I don't know what I was doing.
I tried to limit my shit to, I like odd numbers, but contractually I was led to to record a dozen, which is fine. Like I'm fine with 12.
Yeah.
If I had a writer's block, 12 might be a bitch.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You have a writer's block, you start with a writer's block.
I had a 12 years writer's block. I know how. Oh my God. But when
I've had a few years.
It came back
a few years.
Yeah.
It comes rushing, huh?
Yes.
It comes rushing back. Yeah, like you have infinite ideas. It's like everything that was stored away in this vault that was locked away for that 10 years or whatever just comes like flooding out like a river, dude.
Exactly. Now, the album, what's the drop date?
The drop date for Michael Grant and the Assassins, Always the Villain, is July 10th.
July 10th.
2020.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah. So it's very soon, actually.
Yeah.
What are we
yeah,
at right
yeah.
now?
3
June
weeks.
19th.
Yeah,
3 weeks, man. Yeah.
We were actually supposed to, and there's a lot of good albums coming out that day. Chips Enough, or excuse me, Enough's Enough, which is on Frontiers.
Nice.
Tokyo Motor Fist, which is on Frontiers.
Right.
I
Label
mean,
mates.
Yes, exactly, man. Frontiers is pumping it out, always has. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's also, we were supposed to be opening for LA Guns that night here in Cincinnati,
Right.
and of course it was canceled, like every damn other show.
Everything got canceled, man.
Oh my
Everything.
God! I mean, it just got canceled this past Tuesday. They were holding
I have
on.
a whole like 3-month block of dates that are just like wiped out now.
I know, that's ridiculous. And
that's like
something's
food
gotta
on the table, bread on the butter, butter on the bread, milk on the cereal. Like, that's everything,
yeah.
bro. So it's trying to navigate through that shit right now.
Oh my God, I bet, man. A lot of people just said to hell with it and tried booked for 2021, but some are still shooting for that August, September, October, run.
I think that like during August, September, October, I think people are gonna. It's like people dipping their toes in the water. They're checking it out. They're like, let me see if I catch some shit on this run. If I come back unscathed, then the end of 2020 and beginning of 2021 is looking pretty damn good. But if I think that's what I think it is. People are just like, let's just see what the water temp is like with my pinky toe.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, little hot. People coming back with COVID.
Who knows? But Red Light Run, what a hook, man. I mean,
bro.
that's what it takes. The more I've been talking to guys, I've been writing music forever, and I do it the hard way. And I do it the easy way, which is I come up with a riff and then I put words to it, but I never come up with a cool hook in the
and like the choruses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think
it is true. That is definitely everything. I think when you can write like a song that translates very well to acoustic, like when you take out all the electric shit and just it's down to you and acoustic guitar, and that song still is a good song, then you got that. Then that's my kind of like standard for, okay, I got a good song. I'm rolling with this. You know what I mean? But if I play it acoustic and I can't do a version of it that sounds good and it's just not rocking, I'm not feeling it, then it's got to go. I feel like I tried to go with that with every song on this record. Like if I could play this thing, every song I would bring to acoustic,
you could change it to electric.
Sounded good. And when I tapped into the electric, it sounded
really
fire.
Good. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Writing a hook and then putting guitar work to it is much harder than just throwing out words to a rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I've been doing it the easy way all my life. I guess I need to do it the hard way now.
You think of it like nursery rhymes. What gets stuck in your head, bro?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's repetitiveness.
Fucking Mother Goose it, dude. Like fucking Dr. Seuss it.
Well, exactly. Or should I say Aerosmith it,
yeah, that's a great example right there, man.
It's repetitiveness. Sales.
It is, and right. I mean, there's an annoying way to the repetitiveness.
Oh yeah.
When you hear a song that's telling you to just work.
Oh my God, I know.
Work. Then it's like, whoa, I like repetitive.
Yeah.
God damn.
But that gets that's ridiculous, man. That's crazy.
But I love me some Aerosmith, bro. That's one of my biggest influences as well.
Yeah, that's cool. That's something I was going to ask you, some of your influences. But my biggest thing is, what did you cut your teeth on? Like not just guitar, but singing. Who did you see or hear and go?
I think This is like how it all started with Michael Jackson, Prince, Elvis, Beatles, fucking Bee Gees. I mean, like my shit is all over the place. I had,
Hey,
you know,
nothing wrong with that.
three older siblings,
Prince.
mom and dad, who are just like so widely musically versed, and
Hmm.
they just introduced me to like almost too much good music, and it was a great thing, you know, and all different genres from like Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons and you know the Hollies, the Animals, the Zombies. So like these are the kind of things I was cutting my teeth on. Michael Jackson was one of the first things I ever heard. You know, Elvis Presley.
Yes.
You know, I was hearing my dad sing Elvis Presley songs with an acoustic guitar at home. You know, so those are the bands that really shaped my formative years, and then it kind of morphed into like Smashing Pumpkins, Metallica, In Flames. You know, like heavier
Yeah.
bands, Guns N' Roses. You know, um, and also singer songwriter type stuff like you know uh Donovan, Sid Barrett, John Mayer, like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you know, like a lot of just you know, hopefully when people listen to Michael Grant and the Assassin's Always the Villain, they'll be able to see like, damn, this dude must listen to a lot of shit because you know it's pretty musically diverse. That's my
Yeah.
hope that you know people kind of get that because like you know I was definitely in no way, shape, or form trying to recreate whatever's already been done on Frontiers.
Right. Right.
You know,
Well, today I'm sitting there looking at I'm working on a song and I'm looking at the 50s and 60s and different things. And I forgot how much Fats Domino, Chuck Berry influenced me. Just,
right?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Little Richard,
Yes,
fucking
Little Richard. Oh my God,
yeah,
man. Yeah. Rest in
definitely, dude.
peace. I hate that he's gone, man.
Absolutely,
He was
man.
an entertainer,
Legend,
Jerry
legend.
Lee Lewis,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just so many things because I started singing at 3 years old to my mom's Elvis records,
That's the
so
same. That dude, same vibe, same
yeah,
thing, man. And it was records.
yeah,
It
exactly.
was records, you know, and a gigantic speaker, you know, like two
Exactly.
gigantic ass
We had
fucking
the big
shelving
console.
units. Yeah.
We had the big console.
You still had like a silver
Yeah,
dial, you know
big
what I mean?
dial.
Like turn that shit up. It was like a shower thing. Just a little bit was too loud, a little
Yeah,
bit was too low,
exactly.
too hot, too cold. Dude, I feel you, man. So that's the same way I started. And my dad
That's
was
awesome.
pumping out all those bands that I named. And I dove into them, especially like Beatles. In my house, they always pit against one another, like Elvis and Beatles, because some of us were like gigantic Beatles fans. And my dad was a huge, both, he was fans of both, but he loved Elvis because of like
Right.
how he carried himself and he was the king. And,
He would,
you know,
yeah, exactly.
and later in life I agreed to appreciate both pretty
Exactly.
much
You have to.
equally, but when I
You have
was
to.
forced to choose a side I was like I like Beatles because they write their own songs like
Yeah,
you know. I was like they write their own songs, I gotta respect that, man. Like Elvis got all these songwriters, these four dudes are just pumping out track after track of brilliantness and it's just coming out of like seeping out of their pores. I was like
yeah.
Elvis is just chilling with a peanut butter jelly bacon sandwich while
Banana.
songwriters banana peanut butter banana bacon sandwich,
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
amazing, by the way. Great idea, Elvis. Rest in peace again.
Exactly. Um, you know, talking about the Beatles, I hate to say it, I'm a Beatles fan, but I'm not a Lennon fan. I'm a McCartney fan. It's
You know what's
for
weird,
me.
dude? Is for my youth, like till maybe 30, I was all Lennon,
Mhm.
and then later on in life, I just started to be like, "Damn, Paul."
But yeah,
He's like,
McCartney
"Paul,
had
you
it
put
going
out."
on, man.
Yeah, I mean, even his shit in Wings and a lot of his solo stuff I like. Even his like later, Memory Almost Full stuff, like
Mhm.
just him and like a uke. I was like, dude. Um, I think the single was like everybody gonna dance tonight or some shit like
Uh,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, even that song that that hit me, and like
Mhm.
and when I think when I got a little older, John's stuff was so political and like you know, avant-garde, it was just like, you know, I liked you know, just like Starting Over and Woman and you know, those kinds of tracks that he was doing on his solo. But like that was just that album and maybe one song or two off like Double Fantasy. After that, dude, it's just like when you dive into all, you know, because I've dove in pretty hard, you know, like demos and, you know, unreleased tracks and like, you know.
Why do frontmen and singers think that they can go off on their own and be better? Because most of the time it doesn't work. You know, I didn't
It's
like
true.
Scott Weiland's stuff, solo stuff. I didn't like Chris Cornell's solo stuff. I'm not that
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
neither.
like it, but it just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? It was too
Right.
out there.
I mean, do you think though that maybe there's a part of us that is so emotionally attached to our past and to our youth that we can't accept it because it isn't Soundgarden, it isn't Stone Temple Pilots, you know what I mean? There's a part of me that, because I feel your point, but there's a part of me that's like, am I just so, because like I felt the same way about Smashing Pumpkins when Billy Corgan, when he went into doing solo stuff and I listened to the solo stuff, I'm gonna be real, it was like I was bored. But as Smashing Pumpkins and whatever mental space he goes to write, perform, or create Smashing Pumpkins art, that's the shit that always like grabs me. It's like wherever your mind is when that shit is going on is the stuff I like.
Well, this because
when you're just going off on poetic tangents, I'm like,
well, there's a different vibe because you have other people in with it, I guess, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
The sound is different. Everything's different, you know.
Right.
John Bon Jovi stuff, I didn't like the solo stuff. You know, not all of it. You know,
I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. Okay, like I love, you know, Slippery When Wet.
Yes.
All the Jersey stuff. You know,
87, like, man, that was when that album came out.
Dude, everything like 91 down, I'm down with. You know, like, and later. Oh wait, yeah. Actually,
that was
and a couple. There was some modern. There was some like
Crush.
Like,
was that 91?
Yeah, I think so.
Somewhere around there.
But like It's My Life and shit like that. I like that. But later on in years, they became like, you know, very sparse, like a hit. I'd be like, okay, I'm down with that. Yeah. And then a lot. And please, fans of Bon Jovi, don't be mad at me. But later on. When I would listen to the newer Bon Jovi stuff and especially John Bon Jovi's solo stuff, it sounded a little bit worshipy. You know what I mean? Like, not that it was, but
but I knew what you mean.
I know what you mean. Really, you know, like.
Really? You know, are you going there?
Like,
are you not going there? I mean, what are you doing? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and I, like I said, I love Bon Jovi and like. 90 down, bro. Whew. You got me.
I got a question for you right here. This one is the tell-all. There's actually two. You mentioned Metallica a while ago too, but for me, Metallica is, you know, And Justice for All back. Anything. I mean, the Black Album, a couple of songs, but the biggest one, Def Leppard. When did they quit being a real rock band?
Bro, I'm gonna say around the same timeline as I'm saying Bon Jovi. You know what I mean? They still had after.
I'm saying Pyromania back to 79, 78. You know, High and Dry and all that.
My favorite record is Hysteria, hands down.
Really? Oh my god!
Yeah, dude, I love Hysteria. Like, I agree. But you know, but
it was good. It was.
I like a lot of people's sellout albums. Like, you know, I do. Like Aerosmith had a few sellout albums where I was like, you know what? Because I love rocks and because I love Toys in the Attic, I shouldn't like Pump, but
you do.
I love it.
I mean, dude, you know looks like a lady. There you go.
Know what I'm saying?
It's hooky.
Angel, bro. Angel.
Exactly.
You know, and I like, you know, big, huge, amazing power ballads like that somehow suck out enough cheese for you to love. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes they're too cheesy. You know, like sometimes you hear a song, you're like, dude, this is, you know, I'm feeling a little more feminine right now as I listen to this. But like, there's some songs where
Uh-huh.
you'll hear it, and the way it's poetically put, you're like, that's how I feel. You know, you're just
Yeah,
down with it, as
exactly.
opposed to like, I don't know, man. I don't feel like I'm bopping right now, or something like that. You know, like, I don't know. I'm not an bopper. You know, like,
No, no. Now, do you have one of those power ballads on oh gosh, Always the Villain?
I don't know if it would be like a power ballad, but we definitely have some ballad type songs. And the next video we're going to release um, from Michael Grantley Satson's Always the Villain album is a song called Nightmares.
Okay.
Were you able to listen to the entire record, or
No, not yet.
were you advanced?
Yeah, well, he sent it on a stream thing, but I've only listened to a
Got
couple of
you.
songs, so
So that song's coming out in a couple weeks, maybe with the album drop. I think it's gonna
okay.
come out the same time or a week before, and
Frontiers likes doing that.
that might be the closest thing to a power ballad. But like, I don't know if I have anything as like um,
No
passionately
heaven, no
like
heaven, no,
no heaven. Not Brian Adams,
no,
heaven, or the
or
other
Warrant.
heaven. You know, but definitely, you know, like my record is it's pretty diverse. So
That's
I
good.
think there's a huge spot in the you know, a huge chunk of the record that is sweet. And
Okay.
yeah, definitely Nightmares would be the closest thing to a power ballad, you know, with
Yeah.
a big everything and epic sounding kind of thing. So that, I think that's the one that, you know, Frontiers decided they wanted to release, and
Mhm.
I'm down with the decision for sure.
That's
I like
cool.
it.
That's cool. Well, you know what? And I got to say something. You know, last time I saw you, well, I saw a video you did. You'd cut all your hair off, and it was short.
Yeah.
But it shows you how fast, you know, how time flies, especially during quarantine. But
Exactly. I think when I cut it, I was like, man, I need to do something different. You know, like I need to do some midlife crisis shit and cut my hair. And I
yeah,
did, and like 3 months later, it's like back to
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like back
I, had,
to business,
I
baby.
ain't had hair in 20 years, so I'm good. But what kind of gear you using? I know earlier you had mentioned my Black Star. Well, what kind of
Right.
amps you use? Marshall?
Right now, I have a Vox AC30 that I'm running through,
Nice.
and I also have a Headrush FR.
What's the deal with What's the deal with anything? I
You
just
know, for me
I'm a
right now,
tube guy. I'm a straight up tube guy. I don't use any
I'm
effects or nothing.
usually I would. That was how I rolled with Endeavor After and with
Hmm.
LA Guns. Like, I would just be straight into the, you know, into the amplifier. If there was a little reverb, maybe I would put some reverb sometime. But most of the time, it
Yeah.
was just dry, no effects. And you know, with my new project, there's a lot more effects being used, and, you know, a lot more
Well,
textures and vibes.
you're the guy now. You know what I'm
And I'm
saying?
the only guitarist right now, so, you know, I gotta make it interesting. And I think for me with Headrush, uh, I fell in love with the pedal board, and what I saw when I saw what the Headrush pedal board and the FR 112 could do in conjunction with one another, dude, I was like shutting down guitarist full stacks with just this little 112 and a pedal board.
Wow.
And, you know, I didn't have to lug a shit ton of gear everywhere, and I wasn't like dying to get my fucking rig up some steps. I was just like, here are these two things, and you know, people looking at me like, will that even be sufficient enough to make noise? And dude,
Yes.
they'd be like, whoa, like,
Hmm.
you know. And um as I get older, man, like the ease of going to a gig, playing a gig, and breaking, you know, breaking two things down. I'm like, here's my pedal board, Here's my
But
speaker.
you're supposed to have somebody to do that for you.
You know, that's true. You know, I have a slight control issue. I want to make sure my gear is good.
Yes.
When I put it in the hands of other people, it's
You
always
follow them, and you're like, oh, yeah. So you might as well do it
Right.
yourself. I know.
Exactly. It's
I know what
safer,
you
man.
mean.
And it's just one wrong cable somewhere could mess up the whole thing. And if
Yep.
you're playing and expecting to still play, and some just guy randomly guess what's going on, it's like while he's under pressure, you know, and he's on. Like,
Exactly.
what do I do? You might as well just do it, you know. So I just want to make sure before I go up on stage, my gear is always good.
Mm-hmm.
And until I can find that tech I can truly trust, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But
What
the
kind of
ease of
guitar?
use. Imagine you just go into into a gig, and like you just have this fucking speaker, this pedal board, and your guitar. Everything you can carry like in one time. Instead of like, hey man, can you help me with this fucking 200-pound cabinet, with greenbacks and blah blah blah, and Celestion D30s, and then and an X formation, and I'm like, whatever, bro.
Shit. Yeah.
Like, I have no interest in having like, you know, a muscle contest with anybody's gear. I'd rather be like, yo.
Or even the dummy cabinets. I mean.
Yeah. I have no interest in that, man. But I also have I'm also endorsed by Diamond Amplification.
Okay.
And I used to use their Spec Op head, but now I'm actually in the market for a new head because that has a very specific sound. And that Spec Op head I was using for Endeavor After at the time.
Okay.
And since then, that amp is just not the right tone for what I'm doing now. So hopefully Diamond will kick me down a new amp.
Now, what about the guitar? What are you playing? I see you play that same guitar for years.
So these guys, since they're here, might as well pull out. I've been playing these Midas metal front guitars.
Yeah. Now, how is that with tone with having that metal on there? I know because I used to play Strat, and I put a metal pick guard on mine, and its tone went to which, I mean, Strat sucks anyway, but
honestly, I don't notice any tonal degradation. I mean, maybe like a fucking scientific purist could probably find some you know.
Just to me, it
but
seems
like
it would
every
have
single guitar track and everything you hear is definitely one of these 6 Midas guitars, or my Les. I have a Les Paul over there.
Oh yeah, are you endorsed by them?
Yeah, I'm endorsed by Midas.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. I've only seen one other person play those, and I can't remember who it was now. I saw it not too long ago. But
I know homeboy from Wednesday 13 plays Midas.
Okay, it wasn't him though. Damn, I can't remember now. But it was on a video, new video. It was released not too long ago. It wasn't Pussycat. I'm trying to remember who the hell it was. Oh well. Anyway, so
Pussycat Dolls?
No, Faster Pussycat.
Okay.
Not Josie, but
damn it.
But real quick now, I know you probably got to get off here, but as far as you putting the guys together for a band so you can go out and play shows, what's that looking like? Because I know you don't want to drop an album and not be able to play.
Right, I got a band, and we're ready to go. We're operating as a power trio right now, and it's myself, a friend of mine named Ty Groves, and on drums for touring right now we have Nick Mason.
Okay.
So
very cool.
So yeah, I got a band. We're
That's
ready
good.
to roll. If the country didn't go all to shit, we would probably be playing at a town near you, like right now.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, definitely.
But unfortunately, everything did go to shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, and but it's not just myself, dude. It's like every friend I have in the music industry, whether they're at a monolithic, astronomical, like superstar status scale, or
Yeah.
like mid-level, or every tier
Everywhere.
of artist is like kind of struggling right now in one way or another.
Well, and ones that come out of the woodwork, like when you turn the light on and the roaches fucking haul ass, it's like everybody and their mama now has a damn acoustic guitar begging for money on fucking Facebook. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, you've never even played a live show in your life, you know? Well,
Totally, dude. Totally.
but you know what? It is what it is. You know, if they're having fun, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not knocking them for
No.
trying to make some money. Maybe I need to do that too. Just bust out some acoustic guitar tunes and put up like a GoFundMe or something.
Yeah, yeah. People
Something
use
like
that,
that.
Venmo and all kind. I haven't done it, but you know, so
Hmm.
it's
Now I'm thinking, bro.
there you go. Hey man, it's like Facebook Live.
Right? There you
I've
go,
seen
dude. Facebook Live concert. Come on, make a donation.
that's right. That's right. Well, cool, man. Michael, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate the hell out of it. I'm glad you know
Pleasure, brother.
everything. I'm glad we worked everything out. My wife's calling. I had to hang up on her.
Hi, wife.
And real quick, I don't think I got that first part, but if you would, like I said, my buddy, give a shout out to my buddy Russell Parrish in Brandon, Mississippi.
Russell Parrish, what's up, bro?
So, but man, definitely, I will stay in touch with you on Facebook and stuff. I've been trying to get a damn interview with you since damn 2018, the first of 2018. And you're
Well,
like,
here we go.
you never look at your page, the
Yeah, I'm
messages.
trying to be, I'm a new father, bro. So like,
We actually
you
talked
know,
on Instagram 2 years
yeah.
ago, and you were like, yeah, hit me up on Instagram. And I was like, okay. And I did. And I never heard, I was like, son of a bitch. It's so hard to get.
It's a little hard, yeah. And my those inboxes get so flooded. I
bet.
don't.
I
I'm
bet.
like, I'm not looking at all this shit. That's too much. But I'm glad that we were able to work it out and through the proper channels and all that shit. And,
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, man.
definitely.
And this will be out in a couple of days, and it'll, I'll blow the hell out of the, everybody. July 10th, and of course, with Frontiers, the only place you can get it is through Frontiers at the
Right.
beginning. I don't know if they have. I guess they do things.
They have
on
physical
Spotify.
copies.
Yeah, physical copies, right? Do they do the
Yeah.
streaming? I mean the.
Yeah,
downloading and stuff?
we got two tracks on Spotify, like preview tracks.
Okay.
Red Light Runs on there, and
Okay.
Anthem of Us, and it's also on iTunes, Deezer, Google Play,
Everything.
Spotify, like
Yeah.
everything that you could think of. And physical copies you can order.
You can
go to
probably pre-order. You can probably pre-order
mgassassins.com. Go to mgassassins.com.
Okay.
And there's a link there that'll tell you where you can pre-order the album, and
Right.
as soon as it drops on July 10th, I think it might arrive July 10th.
Oh.
So if you do
Are you
pre-order
signing
it,
any?
I haven't signed any. I'm not.
I know I know with them being in Italy.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's a
tough.
little.
Yeah. And I don't
Any
even know if I'm
plans
gonna
of
see
playing
a
that
physical
festival next year?
if Frontiers decides to book us, then yeah, I would love to.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome, man. Any shows that come my way, like for 2020, end of 2020, 2021, I'm gonna try to take.
All right, very cool.
I want
Very
to.
cool.
I'm like itching to play live shows, bro. Like,
I know what you mean.
itching.
Well, I bet you have, because you hadn't played in a while. My last show was
Dude.
December 14th,
I think mine was like
2018.
Damn, it might have been Monsters of Rock, bro. Damn.
No, okay. Well, that was
2019.
That was in 2019. Damn, yeah, that's been a while. It's
been a while.
A year and a half almost.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm due. I mean, I played some little shows here and there and guest starred, and I was playing with a band called Winter Rain, with my brother on lead vocals and guitar, and you guys should check that band out too.
Yeah, Winter Rain. Okay.
Yeah, REIGN. Check that shit out. Those guys are very dope, very dope.
Right.
And I'm producing their next EP.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
check
Well,
that
cool,
shit
man.
out.
Well, Michael, it's been great. I'm going to steer everybody your way, and especially Michael Grant and the Assassins on Facebook. I think you have an Instagram page also. Is that Michael Grant? and the Assassins?
Yeah. For Instagram, I think it's just Michael Grant. Just follow Instagram.com/Michael Grant.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
and everything, and then mgassassins.com.
MGAssassins.com. Right.
And you can
Right.
find all.
And then
the
they
links
can,
there.
and if they don't find that, then they can go to Frontiers and get it through there pre-order.
Right.
You know? So,
Right.
Well, cool, man. Well, congratulations.
Thank you
Good
very
luck
much,
with
brother.
the future, and
Thank
hope
you.
to see you soon, man.
Definitely, bro. Hey, good luck. Recording in the studio and stuff.
Oh, hey, I appreciate it. It's gonna be fun.
All right. Hell yeah. Kill it, bro.
All right, man. Peace out.
All right. Later.
Later.